Hi everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of the recap. Unfortunately, we are missing our fourth member, Jade. She does happen to be at a college tour in Nashville at Vanderbilt University. But we do have two guests joining us today. We have Ava and Olivia. Can you guys please introduce yourselves with your name, grade, and a fun fact?
Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm a senior, and my fun fact is once I had dinner with Kevin Jonas.
Wow.
It
I'm
happened.
Ava. I'm a senior, and my fun fact is that I had a pet squirrel during quarantine. My sisters found it in the front and then decided to keep it for a couple days in a cardboard box.
Wow.
Cool.
That's so funny. So we have an icebreaker question for this week, and it is, what are you guys going to be for Halloween?
So I have a few costumes, but my favorite one is strawberry shortcake. I'm anticipating that this is my last year with red hair for Halloween, so I'm really embracing it and going with all characters that have red hair. So strawberry shortcake.
Love it.
Cool.
I also have a couple costumes, but this year I'm gonna go with Catwoman. I'm doing it as a group costume, so we're all being villains, and I've decided on Catwoman.
Cool.
I'm doing also multiple costumes, but my one that I'll share, I guess, is me and Jade, who's not here. We're doing little 80s girls, and we found cute dresses for that. So that's gonna be fun.
Cute.
Mine, my favorite out of both of them is probably I'm doing Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. I just like the villain aspect. She's pretty cool.
So I also have a couple, but I'm gonna be an astronaut, and I have my favorite part of the costume is I have these blue hair extensions because the costume is blue, so it's cool, it's cute, but it's super basic. But yeah. So moving on into our first segment, we have our highs and lows. So yeah, it's been 2 weeks. It's been a while since our last episode. So Inez, do you want to start us off?
Sure. So yesterday I had a cute little day in the city with my dad. It was so much fun. I never get to hang out with my dad that much, so hanging out with him in the city, we went to all these cute restaurants, and we got Turkish food, which I haven't had in so long, and it was amazing. And so a low is I cracked my phone 3 weeks ago now, I think, and it's still not fixed, and it actually is making me so angry because none of the stores near me fix the latest iPhone, so it sucks, but I'll get over it. So
My high this week was actually very recent. It was just on Saturday. I babysat two kids that I absolutely love. And I'm not known for being a number one kids person, but these two kids are just my favorite things ever. And the little girl Ella told me that I'm her favorite babysitter she's ever had. And she drew me a picture of a rainbow. And Miles is just also overall great. And that was just really nice and wholesome. And my low is just college applications. November 1st is really approaching. So I know that's very basic, but it really is honest.
Yeah. So my high is interesting. So my high is last week I had a cross country meet at Woodlands High School, and that went really well for me. I PR'd. I got 26 minutes, which is really good for me personally. And it was overall an easy course. It was flat. There's a couple hills, but it was overall not super painful. But my low was this Saturday I had a cross country race at Bowdoin Park, which is an hour away. And okay, the bus ride was actually awful. It was so long and so bumpy, and the bus driver decided to take 9A instead of the highway, which made it an extra 30 minutes. So that was bad. But not as bad as the race part. That was actually the worst part about it, because there was like a giant hill and the hill lasted for a mile of the race, which was very painful. So, it was a tough Saturday, but I got through it. So yeah. Olivia.
I don't know how you do that. I can never
Me neither.
like no.
You're pushing
My high was actually tonight. I was asked to go to the school at like 6 p.m. and decorate the girls' bathrooms just to make it like a more comforting environment. I don't really know, but they're so cute now. It looks like Home Goods is just like our bathrooms, and it's all the bathrooms. It's so fun and it smells good, and there's like nice products. I don't know. So I'm excited about that. And it was also fun because I love being in school at night. Like I miss when we used to do Mac Field Day and stuff at night. It's just such a fun vibe. I don't know. And then my low, this is a little bit of a throwback. It was like really the beginning of last week. The bear was spotted at my house. So that was a little stressful because my parents didn't want me like out at night alone or even with people, and they like got nervous about me even walking from my car into my house, like up the driveway, which like, yeah, we need to stay safe, but also like it like I don't really
I had
know
the
what
same
else to do
issue.
about
Olivia
it.
and I are neighbors. Fun fact.
Yes. So me and
I
Sydney
saw
are
it on
like
Facebook.
about to battle the bear.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was caught on someone's Ring camera, like right up in front of their house. So my parents are a little afraid.
That was so funny.
No, I'm like, it needs to just leave. I don't know, just disappear for the winter. Maybe it'll go into hibernation. Ava?
My high was last Friday. My two friends from work, Grace and Quinn, they like live in Ardsley. They now go to Binghamton. They came and had lunch with me, Lucy, Marcel, and Avery. I went to like Chipotle, but like it was fun to see them, and they like told us about college, and like they have like these big Halloween parties coming up. So they were kind of just talking about that with us and just catching up. And my low would probably at the boys' soccer game, me, Olivia, and Avery decided to do a cheerleading routine and try to get me like up on top, and they were the bases. But Avery wasn't a secure base at the time. So when I got on top of her, she ended up falling backwards, and I ended up actually slamming my knee on the like bleachers. So now I have like a bruise going down my leg. It's pretty painful, but we got some good photos if you check out Avery's Instagram.
We'll be checking that out.
That's so funny and also painful.
So anyway, moving on to our second segment, our ins and outs of the week. Ava Silver, do you want to?
Sure. Okay, so our first in is that, my friends, it is officially UGG season. It is cold, or at least cool enough that it is acceptable to wear UGGs in public and not get dirty looks. Because I know some of us were wearing them when it was.
It's always
still
acceptable
70
to wear
degrees.
Uggs, actually.
Yeah,
Uggs
I
and
know some of us
jeans,
were wearing
yes,
70
Uggs and
degrees.
jeans.
So now we really can, and it's really exciting because keep your feet warm, and they're cute, and just they don't require like lacing them up. They're just perfect. They're just perfect. That's it. Made my point.
Okay. So our second in is, so recently on was it? Oh yeah, it was midnight. It was Friday, but it was midnight on Thursday. So like it was technically last Thursday. The new Taylor Swift album came out called Midnights, and oh, it's so good. It's literally so good. And like all of us were like up at midnight listening to this album, like in our rooms, like literally, like, and the album's like 40 minutes. We all stayed up so late. And so yeah, that was a great high. And then the next day on Friday, Mr. Falconetti let us do Words Matter. It's like this thing where we can like bring in like a song or like a book and like talk about, like what like lyrics or what words in the book like resonate with us or like important to us. So me, Ava and Inez,
And no.
like we all, every time there's a Words Matter, we always talk about Taylor Swift.
So do I. I'm just not in your class. Just
Yeah,
putting that out
I
there.
think we all do.
Yeah.
And It's always so funny because he's always so impressed with like how much knowledge we have on Taylor Swift. So
He
yeah,
said mine was like an oral commentary today. We did talk.
Yeah.
yes.
And he loves our passion for it, which
Yeah.
I think is cute because we don't really participate or give that much passion in
I
other
think
things.
I
So it
appreciate
really
about
works
him
for
is
me.
that he actually like cares, and he like honestly wanted to like listen to Taylor Swift because he's definitely not like a Taylor Swift listener, one would say. So he asked us, me, Ava and Sydney, to make playlists for him, which was so cute. And like honestly, like that shows a lot of like care, you know? I thought that was nice.
Yeah, he was telling my group about your class because our group also has a lot of Taylor Swift. Like me, Lauren, and Jacqueline always pick Taylor Swift for Words Matter. And he came over and he was like, wow, you did Taylor Swift again? And I was like, yeah. And then he was talking about you guys to me. So that's
That's
cute.
That's so cute.
So Ava, do you have an in? Ava, you start. Yeah.
It actually goes along with yours. So I think an in right now would be obviously listening to the new Taylor Swift album, but while driving down Cyrus Field Road with the leaves changing with a Starbucks iced chai latte with pumpkin cold foam. I think that's
Love
an
that road.
In
I
your,
love
Love that drink.
yeah. I think that's a very fall in right now.
such an in.
Yes.
Definitely.
So Inez, do you want to talk about our out? Or first
Sure.
out?
I can talk about so a funny out that me, Jade, Sydney, and Ava have been experiencing recently is that we don't keep track of our friends at lunch, and we often leave them at the register when they're the last person to check out at lunch, and we just walk out. 3 of us walked out.
So bad.
Last
They
week it
walked
was
out on
Ava and Jade, and we did it twice in 1 week, and we didn't even realize that they weren't there, which is a little sad, but it's okay. We'll get through it, you know.
One's at the diner, one's at Scat.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
must get better at this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No one wants to pay last now because everyone who pays last knows they're going to be left.
Right. And I can quickly talk about the other out that
Yeah.
we have. We only have 2 outs this week, which is honestly a good thing. The lack
I
of
think
senior
Olivia
parking.
has an out too.
Oh, and Olivia has an out as well. The lack of senior parking is horrible. Teachers, I mean, I'm not going to say teachers don't have a right to park on Belden. I'm not going to say
No,
that.
not
They
Belden,
definitely are
Broadway.
allowed.
It's
Broadway.
Broadway.
I mean, Broadway. Oh my gosh, sorry. On Broadway, they are allowed, sure. But like, they have their own parking lot. Like, figure it out. I don't know.
It's annoying for us.
You just figure it out, you know, like you can figure it out.
I understand that you get out of the school quicker, but it's just like we don't know where to park.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
really
other
annoying
option.
for us.
We don't need to park a mile away. Like, we
I'm
don't.
sure.
It's like a
deserve it
hike to
too.
school every morning.
Yeah.
And I might as well not even drive.
Exactly.
Like I live
I
so
start
close to
leaving my
school.
car at 8:02 instead of 8:05 just so I can make it to the building in time.
Yeah.
Do you have an out, Olivia?
I do. My out is preparing for IAs.
Ah,
Like
No.
I'm a little
Yeah.
done with that. I prepared for 2 of them on Sunday night. That is very much my bad, to be fair, because they were
I did the same
Same.
thing.
they were assigned well in advance, but I did both of them on Sunday night and now I'm done. Even though there's a lot more steps to them, I think I just out with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's very much felt by all of us. 'Cause I know we all did the same.
So on to our last segment, our recap of the week. So the first one is something actually that Jade decided to write, and I agree with this. It's time to start dressing better for the cold and also moisturizing because
She has a
That's a big one
specific
for
problem.
Jade.
Yeah. Jade's dry. Jade's a dry
Yeah.
girl.
So that's a big one for her, but we're vocalizing it.
So-
We don't relate.
Poor Jade.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it goes for all of us. We all need to start moisturizing.
Yeah. Just moisturize.
Wear
And
the
dressing
socks, girls.
warm. No cold walks to school.
Ava knows I don't have trouble dressing warm. I've been in my coat since September.
And wear those vests.
Yes, that's
Yes.
Best season.
Vests
Especially
are
when
a
you're
new
interviewing
in.
the football team.
So another one of our, recaps how we can be better is that last week we had a half day on Wednesday. And I think all of us definitely left our work for the half day because we were like, oh, like we have the half day to do it, like it'll be fine. But then of course on the half day, like, did I really get work done? Like, no. So then I left it all for Thursday night, which was just horrible. Like I left it for like the night of the half day, which was like, then what was even the point of leaving the half day for it if I didn't do anything all afternoon? So I think like, I think we always say this, like managing our time better, less procrastination, always common themes, but that's how it was really relevant since we last talked.
Agreed. And then our last one really just pertains to me, and I just feel like since it is competition season for cross country right now, it's time for me to start stretching before and after races. It would make things less painful and it would make me stronger, yet I decide to ignore that. But my goal is to start stretching for the week.
Ava and Olivia, do you guys have anything to like share on these, maybe like off of like us, or like do you have ones that you feel like I need to do this better next week or anything like that? This is like the time to share it, or like just any last closing remarks.
Yeah, I have one. I feel like now I've realized we've just gone out to lunch so much. Like the money is just like draining from my bank account. So this week I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start trying to save some money. So I feel like now just like being more mindful with my money, because like I didn't realize how much money I'd be spending until I look into my bank account. And it's like I spent $100 on like lunch for the week. So I feel like just like saving your money and just being more responsible with it for me is a big one this week.
Agreed.
I agree. I also need to start using my free periods better, because I've started having like I've started doing a lot of things after school, like tutoring or babysitting or whatever. So now I'm like, I don't sit down to do homework until 6-ish. And even then, am I really sitting down to do homework, or am I sitting there making sure my computer doesn't turn off while I'm on TikTok? That's the question.
Always
But
the question.
I need to start doing it in the school building so that I'm for the most part done by the time I go home.
I feel like academics are like really easy to get distracted, but also like such great time to utilize if you actually can, because you can go home and have no homework and it's great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What a dream.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Mom.
yeah. So I guess that's it for this episode.
Hey.
Thank you all for watching our past episodes, by the way. We've been getting
Yeah, we love our
years.
fans.
We
We
love
love
our
our
fans. And thank you,
Also,
Ava and Olivia.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Ava and Olivia.
Thank you
And-
for having us.
Having us.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
We'll
All
see
right.
you guys
in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
For the next spot. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.